A flight attendant was about to close the aircraft door when an armed gunman rushed in. The man ordered the attendant to quickly shut the door. Faced with this threat, the attendant had no choice but to comply. The man then entered the cockpit, demanding the captain take off immediately. The captain urged him to stay calm, but the man nervously insisted that if they didn't take off before sunrise, everyone would die. Suddenly, a knock at the door caught the man's attention. The captain seized the opportunity to block the gun barrel with his hand, but the man didn't hesitate and fired a shot. The captain's palm was pierced through, and he deeply regretted his action in agony. Still, the man anxiously insisted on taking off. But a plane can't be flown by one person alone, especially with the captain now injured. Seeing this, the man immediately rushed to the cabin, loudly asking if anyone knew how to fly. A woman raised her hand, indicating she had taken lessons before. The man immediately brought her to the cockpit. Finally, with Mary's help, they managed to get airborne. Once the plane stabilized, the man revealed the truth. His name was Jack, a colonel who had accidentally overheard his superior's orders that solar flares had undergone a massive change. Anyone exposed to sunlight would die instantly. At this moment, they had to keep flying west to avoid the sun's rays. The captain then noticed the airport engulfed in smoke and flames everywhere, like the end of the world. Could what Jack said be true? But the immediate problem was that flying further west would take them to Greenland. However, the plane's fuel couldn't even cover half that distance. The captain finally decided to change course and land at the nearest Scottish airport to refuel. The plane safely landed at an airport to refuel. Suddenly, a jeep slowly approached, and 3 soldiers in military uniforms stepped out. After a brief exchange, the soldiers hoped to join everyone. The captain readily agreed, as the 3 soldiers' addition would give the survivor group a better chance of survival. The soldiers suggested everyone quickly resupply and leave, as the sun would rise in 45 minutes. They immediately began refueling the plane while others rapidly searched for necessities. Soon, the plane took off again. The 3 soldiers proved quite useful, perfectly repairing the onboard wireless network. But through searching online, Mary discovered these 3 were actually war criminals who were supposed to be taken to a military tribunal. They had escaped during the apocalypse and deceived the captain into letting them board. After discussing with the captain, they decided that despite the risk of landing again, they had to get rid of these 3 unstable elements. So they planned to leave them behind during the next landing, using the excuse of finding radio equipment. But the cautious soldiers chose to have 2 people accompany them. Before leaving, the captain quietly told one person about the plan. Thus, a group of 5 set out to find equipment. They quickly reached the target store. The man seized his opportunity and locked the 3 soldiers in a warehouse, then grabbed the woman and quickly left. But the woman, unaware of the truth, refused to leave. The man anxiously tried to explain, but she remained unmoved. With the situation critical and persuasion failing, the man had no choice but to leave her behind and quickly escape. Then gunshots rang out. The 3 soldiers broke through the door, completely ignoring the woman. In the end, the man managed to escape back to the plane, while the woman was left behind by the 3.